So we are on our way to our appointment, and I wish I could have recorded a couple of days ago, but I was just so busy doing life duty stuff. So I just wanted to go over what the interview is all about. So it's basically just for us to prove to immigration that our marriage is legit and that we aren't committing fraud and stuff like that, because there's a lot of people that get married and for example, I used to know this guy. He was not straight. He actually had a partner, but he ended up marrying this lady so he could get his citizenship. And so they didn't live together, and he pretty much paid her so he could get his green card. Stuff like that. So believe it or not, a lot of people do that kind of stuff. Sorry, it's a little shaded, but yeah. But obviously we have been together for a very long time and that's obviously not us. Oh, it's shining. I'm sorry. So they can pretty much ask anything that they want. Our lawyer said that it's gonna be pretty smooth, he thinks, especially because Ralph and I have been married for 4 years already. We've been together for 10, and we have a lot of stuff together, a lot of proof, I guess. But I mean, we're still kind of nervous just because it's nerve-wracking, you know, like we don't know this person. You know, it's an interview. You get nervous in an interview. So I'll let you guys know how it goes after. Our interview is in an hour. We have to be there 30 minutes early, so I'll make sure to come back and let you guys know what kind of questions they ask. Hey guys, so we're out of the interview and it went great. We got approved. We knew we would get approved, but you know, there's always that slight doubt because you just don't know with immigration. So this is what went down. So we waited for maybe 45 minutes. 45 minutes because we got there really early. And so we waited in the car, and then our lawyer got there like 15 minutes early, and we were scared because we were like, oh my gosh, she's not coming, and we were already going to call him, and he ended up showing up. So maybe we waited like 20 minutes, and they called our name. Well, yeah, my name. And we went back with one of the interviewers. It was just a guy, you know, and he asked us. First, he had my husband go in, and then we were just basically in a little office, nothing fancy. And then I went in, and then the lawyer went in. So me and Ralph were sitting right in front of the interviewer. And so we're going to Texas.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we're just gonna go out to celebrate, but Ralph's texting me because he doesn't want to talk. So we did an oath, you know, like we raised our right hand and we said that we would say the truth. And he just asked me about advance parole, and I didn't know that advance parole got canceled by Trump, I'm pretty sure. I didn't know that, so that really sucks, because that was helping a lot of people that were on DACA leave the country and enter the country legally. And so that really sucks that they took that away. And so first we went over the first portion of the application, which was my legal entry back into the country, and then after we went over Ralph's our marriage, like where we met. He wanted to know everything. He wanted to see all of our financial papers together, and we don't have a lot of stuff together because you know, like our house, I
wasn't working.
What?
You weren't working long enough.
Oh yeah, I wasn't working long enough, and so I remember when we were getting the loan for the house, and I say we because, like, as a couple, we still have to pay everything together. You know, if Ralph doesn't work, I pay for stuff. If he's the only one working, he pays for stuff. We share everything pretty much. So he asked us about, well, I am on the deed, and so that's just if anything were to happen to Ralph.
Like if I died?
If he died from drugs.
It's not drugs, it's drugs.
Drugs! From drugs. Then, I'm just kidding. But if something were to happen to him, then I would be responsible for the house, like paying it and stuff like that. So then that way the bank doesn't take it,
yeah.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah, basically. It's not the fact that, like, if something happens to me, like, yeah, you become responsible, but it's more or less to where somebody can't swoop in and snag it from me after my death, you know?
Right.
To where you're basically first in line because your name is on the deed.
Yeah. Like, say...
wind mirror.
Oh, sorry. Say one of his family members wanted to have the house if he did pass, then they would be able to snatch from me, not me, but you know what I'm saying, like they would take the house and then I would be left homeless. Pretty much. So I was on that deed, and then we have had a bank account together since 2011.
Fuck.
Ralph's been letting me freaking ball on his money
for 7 years.
7 years. He's all mad. He's like, I would be so rich right now.
So rich right now. I'd be having stacks. Woo. I'd have at least like 3 race cars.
One's good.
No, we need more.
So I've been on the account for a while. So I brought that out. I brought out my social, my DACA, which was expired, but he asked for it anyway. And I also brought wedding photos. I'm so glad that Ralph didn't bring up the fact that our wedding photographer lost all the photos, because I had some that people had taken with their cell phones, so I just brought those, and he actually kept 2 of them. And he also asked for like other financial stuff. Ralph co-signed for my student loan, and we also had bank statements and stuff like that. And they can also ask you for, like, if you have like bills together, like cell phone bills or anything like that, then bring those with you. He also
utility bills, like house bills, if you not just like the person that's, it's hard to explain, huh?
Yeah, it's hard to explain.
Like, for example, what he wanted to see was you having utility bills at the house we were living in. So as long as you yourself have a bill under your name or together, is what they needed.
Like, they just want to see that you guys are legit together. And like I said, he wanted details about us, like how we met, how long we were together, just everything. And Ralph and I have had a long history, so we knew everything about each other.
I didn't know you were on my account since 2011. Ooh, man, that's crazy.
He's shocked. He's like, I'm cutting your budget.
I'm cutting your budget. I'm taking cash away. I'm knocking down checks and putting up doors. Fuck that. Make your own money. You're a resident now. You can make your own money. Hello.
Yeah, but I need yours too.
Alright, whatever. I'll be a millionaire anyway.
So he moved on to there's portions to the application. He moved on to another portion where he was asking me questions. He was asking me questions like, have I ever sold weapons? Am I a spy for another country?
That was funny.
And he even said, you know, he's like, don't take it personal. I have to ask everybody these questions, because I guess in the past, a lawyer complained that they were only asking those questions.
It wasn't one lawyer.
people.
It was a bunch of lawyers that came together. There's a bunch of lawyers that came together and lo regañaron a the immigration. They're like, you're in trouble because you're not asking everybody all the questions. You're only specifying these questions to these people.
Right.
So they had to so now that they're required to ask all that stuff.
Everybody.
Like they ask you, do you know how to make bombs?
Yeah. And one thing I wanted to mention was that I forgot to put on video was my physical. We were supposedly only going to pay like $140. That was like a lie. We ended up paying what, like
$550?
$550
total.
And it's
it was like a TB blood test,
gonorrhea,
syphilis test,
everything. They want to test you for everything. Just make sure that you're healthy, or if you're diseased.
Make sure you got money to pay for it.
Yeah, if you're diseased, that sounds so rude, but
you're infected.
If you have a disease and they want you to get treatment for it, for example, TB, because the interviewer said like a lot of people from South America get TB, and so they don't want you in the country infecting a bunch of people, right? So yeah, so that's what happened after he asked me all those questions, and then he said that he would approve us for the 10-year green card
with no restrictions.
With no restrictions, just because we've been married for so long, and that it would get here between 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks.
He said 4 to 6 weeks, but the lawyer said like 2 to 3.
Yeah. I think it's gonna get here fast, and then I can get my driver's license, because I'm so freaking excited to get my driver's license, guys. And I get to go to the Social Security office and
get your new Social Security card?
New Social Security card, not a new social, because I'm gonna keep the same one that I had from DACA.
You're so confused you're so confusing when you say that. You're like, am I gonna get a new social? No, you stay with the same number. You just need a new card.
Yeah, because my DACA social has writing on it that says
the card, not social.
The card, it has DHS authorization, but when I go get my new one, it's not gonna say that.
It's gonna look like a normal one.
Yeah.
I'd show you mine, but then you'd steal my identity.
And he told me to make sure to get rid of my DACA card, because he's like, I don't want nobody stealing it, or somebody stealing your identity.
Oh yeah, they also asked, he's like, you don't plan on selling your DACA card to somebody? Mm-hmm. That was crazy.
And so that was pretty much it. After 3 years, I can apply for citizenship.
2 years and 9 months, because we can do 120 days before.
Yeah. And so we'll definitely go back and do that. We'll probably go through the same lawyer and everything.
We got his ass on retainer. if I ever get in trouble, that's who we're calling.
And let's see, what else can I tell you guys? I know I had one more thing to say. Oh, so between the 10 years that I have with my green card, I can't leave the country for more than 6 months at a time. My lawyer also recommended me to keep track of every time we leave the country and when we come back. Don't say no, because
it's in the first 3 years that you can't leave more than 6 months.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, for your citizenship. You said 10 years, that's why.
Sorry, I don't mean 10 years.
Yeah, so for the first 3 years of your residency, you can't leave for more than 6 months.
Rolf just likes interrupting me.
I'm not interrupting you. You said in the 10 years you can't leave. I was like,
okay, so in the
first 3
years, you have to keep track of when you go and then come back, and then can't leave for more than 6 months. Don't get in trouble, and don't vote. You are not allowed to vote.
You're a resident.
Yeah, residents aren't allowed to vote, which I'm totally.
They all look good.
We're gonna go to Texas Roadhouse and have a dinner.
Drunk.
Not dinner, lunch.
We're gonna get drunk at 2:30 in the afternoon. We're like Sex in the City.
So yeah, I'll make sure to just include everything in this video, and like I said, the journey is not over. This is just like a temp kind of thing, but it's great because I can get a job, get my driver's license, and it's pretty much not temporary. How do I explain it? Because if I were to just be a resident and renew my residency, I just have to pay another $715 for another 10 years once my 10 years are over. But I mean, who doesn't want to be a citizen, you know?
Yeah, why wouldn't you go through the work and do it?
Yeah, like I wouldn't want to pay another $712.
It's in 10 years, but
this
it's
way.
just... What? Oh yeah, the roadhouse is on that side, huh?
Yeah.
Watch out, everybody.
Oh, it's not open.
Aww.
Is it?
I don't know. Yeah,
Anyway.
it's open.
Yeah, so anyway, I want to be a U.S. citizen. I think that is so cool.
You rub it in everybody's face.
Yeah, be like, bitch, I'm brown. I'm not a citizen. But yeah.
Where's the front of this bitch?
It's at the other side. I don't know if they're open yet. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. If you guys want to continue following my YouTube channel, I'll vlog. I like vlogging, you know, on adventures that we go on, like hikes and stuff like that. I like vlogging. I don't know what it is. I just find it fun, and it's a fun hobby for me. So if you guys are interested, then stick around, share my videos, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. See ya. Where's your happy face?
Well, I'm gonna get my gun, so...
Bye, guys.